Hey everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and look at what we are making today. You guys, I hope you will stay tuned and watch the entire video on this one. The process is incredible. The piece is amazing. Oh my word, you guys, I am so in love with this little wall hanging. You don't even know. I used some Dollar Tree items, which would be the little plaque that I got from Dollar Tree. I got this little love word from Dollar Tree, and I don't know what else I might have gotten from there. Probably, I think that's about it from Dollar Tree. And then all these great laces and things that are just in my stash waiting to be used for something beautiful. Now, my opinion is this is something beautiful. Look at that image. Look at those angels. It is incredible, you guys. Anyway, I hope you're going to stick around for this one. Please give this a thumbs up, a like, and a share. And please make some comments down below. You guys, I really, really need those thumbs ups and those comments, because that's the only way that my channel is going to start growing again. I don't know what happens. You know, I do get in here and I do tell you guys, you know, I need those thumbs ups and I need those comments. And I do have certain people who always comment on my videos and so forth. But I need all of you to comment on this video. Here's the thing. What I will do is, if I can get 200 comments on this video, I will do a giveaway, and I will give away something really, really incredible. It won't be this, but it'll be something incredible and really, really nice. Maybe one of my planners, or maybe one of my hanging hearts that you guys love so much. I promise to do a really great giveaway if you guys will just go down, give this a thumbs up, make those comments, help my channel grow, you guys. I'm at 12,000, almost 12,500 now. I really need to start growing faster, you guys. I feel like this has been at a snail's pace, and I really need to get my subscribers fired up and ready to help me grow and do better videos, more videos, and better editing and all of that stuff. I can't do that stuff until my channel grows and I start making a better income at this stuff. So I appreciate all of you that do make comments on my videos. You know, I appreciate it more than you possibly could know. All of my subscribers, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I need each and every one of you, and I love each and every one of you. I love all of you guys. I enjoy doing this so much. I enjoy responding to your comments and hearing even your criticisms and things like that. I still enjoy it. Just don't be mean. I don't need mean comments or people who do it just to be mean and spiteful. But if you're making you know, legitimate criticisms, I'm all for it, you guys. Please give me tips, give me your tricks, give me things that I can do better. I do appreciate those comments very, very much. So thanks a lot, you guys, for watching. Watch this video to the very end, and trust me, it's going to be worth it. And I will see you in the video tutorial. So we're going to get started. Thanks a lot, you guys. Let's go. I'm going to use this little 3 angel image. I'm going to use my love letters that I got from the Dollar Tree, and this also came from the Dollar Tree. They usually have these in like a square and different shapes. They usually have hearts and stuff like that. They didn't have a heart when I got this, so I did buy the square one. But in fact, when I got this one, I think they only had 1 or 2 of these in the store. My Dollar Tree's not that great, and in fact, I don't think they're going to survive. California, boys, there are a lot of stores shutting down because of all the theft and problems that we've had. So yeah, we're losing a lot of Dollar Trees and Big Lots and all those stores that everybody's gotten so used to having we will not have much longer. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer. So what I'm gonna do, I'm wondering, I don't know if I can break this or not, but I'm gonna sure give it a try to see if I can. Okay, I'm gonna go break this. Okay, so I have these two little pieces of this cedar wood here that I'm going to use behind this little image. I want it to come off of the board slightly so that it gives a more of a kind of a 3D effect, sort of. So what we're going to do is, first I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to read. I still have it up here. I'm going to read a quick inspirational quote. This one says, "You do not find the happy life, you make it." But the one that I really, really love, "Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear." Isn't that true, you guys? I think we all kind of live our lives with these dreams and things that we want to do. And aren't our dreams always something that we think we can't obtain? I feel that way. And throughout my life, a lot of my dreams, I felt like there's just no way I can attain that dream. And you know what? That's so not true. We need to start busting through that fear and reaching those dreams. Anyway, so the first thing I'm going to do is I did put some E6000 here on the back of this little love sign that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to put this at the very bottom of the board. Just center it at the bottom slat. So that's the first thing I want on there. I want it centered. I want it where it's going to be. And then I will work this around that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these on with my E6000. And I'm just going to put them about like that so that sits on top of those. So let's go ahead, take out our E6000 here, and we're going to put a decent amount so that this stays stuck. And we're going to put that one there. And whoops, I'm dripping. And this one has a little spot where it broke a little too far in, but that's okay. Nobody's going to see that. And I'm going to put my lid back on that so it doesn't continue to ooze. And then we'll put this one maybe right about there. And maybe I should slide this one up a little bit. And then this I want to be sort of in the middle between here and here. So we're going to go right about there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some E6000 on the top of this. Just like that. And straighten those guys out. This is going to go right on top. And centered. Okay, so that's that part of it. Super easy peasy, right? Oh, I wanted to do something to the edges of this. Darn, 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 darn. Let's see if I can do it. Even though I did stick it on there, I think I can pull it off and still get to these. I want to get to these corners, and what I want to use is my scallop punch. I'm going to flip it over so that I can see this. I'm going to use the little dot in the middle. So what I'm going to do is on this side, I'll use the left scallop. On this side, I'll use the right one so that I get those dots to meet up sort of in the middle. So here we go. We're just gonna put that corner in there. You see how I've got it turned, and punch it out just like that. And doesn't that look pretty? And then we're gonna punch this side with the right one. Just like that. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing to the bottom corners. Use the left one on this side. To be sure that I can see what I'm doing here. And don't go over the edge, because you don't want to over punch and then you'll just mess the whole thing up. So there, we've got that corner. Now we're going to get this corner real quick. Just like that. And I'm just dumping the little pieces of stuff in the trash here. So there we go. And now we can pop that right back on top of there. And it just gives it a little bit more of a fancy look, because this is such a beautiful little picture of these angels. So beautiful. Look at that. So that's that. Okay. And then I'm going to decide, I've got this beautiful lace. Trying to decide, do I want to use this lace or this lace? I like this one because it's got the pearls and it kind of matches up to that, but look, I'm not going to be able to use it on the bottom because I've put that love sign there. And so what I think I might do, let's see, I'm going to take a look at this here and see what I want to do. I'm thinking maybe if I put this behind the little angels, look at how pretty that looks. It's not going to be easy to get it on there, but I think I can do that. I think I can handle this. And I think we can still see those pretty little corners if I do this. Yeah, see, you still have those nice little corners that show up with that behind it. Or I could take this and I could put this around the edge, and I could go around the entire thing and then figure something else out behind there. And I do have an idea. I just got an idea. So what if, and I also have this lace, which I love, 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 and that would be pretty sort of on there too, and it kind of adds that more of like a beigey color to it. Kind of adds some contrast. I think it might be a little too wide though. Let's see. Hold on just a second. Okay, got it figured out, I think. Okay, I have some of my beautiful, beautiful beige lace, and it goes so nicely with this image that we are going to use that, and we're actually going to put it around the image of the angels, sort of like this. I'm just kind of wrapping it around right now so you guys can see what my vision is. And look at that. Look at how beautiful that looks around those beautiful little angels. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So that's what we're going to do. I know I'm using a lot of my lace, but I'm okay with that. If it's going to make this, what I may do, I think I'm going to actually cut this at certain locations and do this so that it comes out looking fairly neat and tidy. So what we'll do is we'll put this one at the top, because I want these to be able to stick out, and if I have to push it in, it just kind of fumbles up those little roses and my little corners. And I don't want to do that. So we've got that there. The only part I'm unsure about is I don't want to have too much of this hanging over the love. There, that's okay right there. And so this one, let's see, this one is going to have these two little bits kind of hanging down over the sides of the love thing. I'm okay with that. Or should I? Because if I do this, I can just kind of continue. Yeah, I think that's what I should do. That way I'm not wasting any of this, and I'm getting the look that I want. So this one, we're just going to go around gently with each section. So this one will go here, and that way we're just continuing exactly what we've got going on there. And these two pieces, we'll start right here. And let's see, we'll cut another piece off. Let's see, it needs to be one of those, and I think honestly, let's see, I'm going to cut this one little flower off the end of this one, and I will use that somewhere. And I'm going to start here and go and end with this so that this matches this, like I almost had it before, because that's kind of how it fits, and it keeps our pattern going the way that we want it. There. And it's okay if those kind of hang over the love a little bit. I'm okay with that. And then this side, we have to cut this little piece off and start with a flower. And I could have used that other flower, but I think I'm going to use that anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then we just need those pieces there. We're going to cut this right there. And we've got our whole pattern all the way around just perfectly. Just like that. And look at how gorgeous that is, you guys. Oh my word, that is absolutely gorgeous. So now let's go ahead and let's start sticking this down. I'm just going to put these where I want them to go. And I think we're going to use our, you know, I think I might use E6000 on this, because that I can just put on the wood, and I can slide this under, and I've got a little more working time to do this in. I gotta see, make sure that's coming out of there. Yeah, it's coming out. There. So now all I have to do is put my little pieces under there. I have to cut this little string off first. It keeps bouncing right back on top of the lace. There we go. Alright, so let's get started here. Let's just pop that under there just like that. And I think it's touching the glue. I can't tell for sure. I don't feel like there's any glue under it right here, so I'm going to put it just like that. Just like that. And we will make sure that there is glue under everything. And now it's really, this E6000 is starting to really ooze. See that? And here, I think I'm just gonna, this way I know the glue is there. We're gonna put a layer coming out here. And then we're gonna put our lid back on and move around this thing. Okay, there we go. And this is for this side. Just like that. And where did I put my paper towel? Let me grab another paper towel so I can wipe my fingers off. I don't want to have this all over everything, and I want to wipe this E6000 up here. Usually I'll let it sit there and wait, and then I can just roll it right off of the silicone mat, but I don't want to do that today because I don't want it to get on anything. So this one starts right here, and I see another string. Get that cut off of there. Just like that. And if I need to, I can use a dot or two of hot glue. I didn't even think about that before. And one more piece, and I will need to use some hot glue here. I think I'm going to use some right here and right there. There. There we go. That looks absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to take my hot glue, and I'm absolutely going to use some on these little pieces here that hang off. Just like that. Okay, so there we go. That part I am thrilled to death. And you guys can see I did put some glass glitter on this image. This is one that I did a while back. You can see the glass glitter on there. Gorgeous. I was trying to decide, do I want to cover this with resin? And I honestly don't think I'm going to do that, you guys. I'm going to leave it the way it is and just have that little bit of glass glitter on there. And because I don't want to take a chance or take the risk on having this image bow or twist in any way. And sometimes when you resin it, you will have that happen, and then that'll ruin the whole thing. And I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Yes, it will be a little bit more fragile, but it's something that's going to be hanging on a wall anyway. And so hopefully it's not something that people are going to be touching constantly and, you know, all of that. Now, I probably would not put this in the bathroom, I would say. I would put it more in a bedroom or like an entryway or something. Look at how gorgeous that is, you guys. Oh my word. Now I want to decide if I want to put this around the outside. If I do, I think I'm going to put it on the back side. So I'm just going to kind of lay this under here and see what it looks like. If I can just kind of get it to sit without messing it up when I start going around like that. And I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect right now. I just need to get an idea of what it's going to look like. And this is my last piece of this, and I actually intend on using a little bit of this around this tube that I'm doing. So I want to use it at the top and the bottom of this because it looks really awesome. And I love that tube. I think I bought some maple wafers or something in that. They were so good. Wafer cookies. Oh, so good, but so sweet. Oh my word, were they sweet. I'm not very good with super sweet foods. Okay, so that's kind of what it looks like with that going around the outside. And I really wish you guys could talk to me right now, because I don't know if it's... I feel like I like it. I feel like it finishes the whole thing off, and I feel like it's worth putting on there. But, okay, here's the other thing. If I leave this bottom section off, this is what I was going to do. See, you guys, I forget every time. I forget what I had in mind to do somewhere. I was going to put this across the bottom. So if I did that around the edges, to the edges and the top, and put this on the bottom, or maybe just leave this off and put this at the bottom. That actually, I think, almost looks better, huh? Just with that on the bottom. I'm going to have to move it down because that spot had a little something on it. So right there. I think that looks really pretty, and I will glue it as far down as I can so it's not covering up the love letters. I think that is beautiful. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this piece, let's see. I don't know where I need to cut this. I'm going to cut it right there. And then this piece, I'm going to cut sort of the same way. There. Oh. Maybe this needs to get cut off. I'm sorry, you guys, I just want to look at this and see if I'm... Because see, this side has this nice little lacy bit on the side, and I guess it still has that flower behind it. This one just comes out more on this side. So I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Cut off any little strings that are hanging off of this little floral piece. Okay, so let's get to gluing. I'm going to use my hot glue on this. So I'm just going to start here in this corner, do a little bit to get started. And then we'll work our way down. Make sure I've got enough. And I'm just doing little bits at a time, you guys, because like I said, I'm trying to keep this right here at the bottom and not sticking up too far on the love letters. Part of me wants to clip these back a little bit too, but I don't know that that would look good. Maybe like cut those shorter just on the bottom section. I'm going to see what I kind of think of that. I'm going to play around with it a little bit and see. And let's just go ahead and get this going across here. Get it all on there. There we go. And see, I feel like because of this side has the stuff that hangs down here. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to leave it like that. I just can't. It just doesn't look right. I'm going to cut off a piece of this from this one, and I'm going to connect it to this one on the back, just on the back side of this one, because I really feel like it's got to have that hanging on that end. See, that looks a lot better. So we're just going to take a little bit of glue here, and I can cut this one off. And I'm going to fold that up and pop that right in behind there. There we go. There we go. That's much, much better, right? Okay. So I think that looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm just looking at something, you guys. I'm just playing around here. This lace would have been pretty kind of ruffled and put around the edges of it, but I don't have enough of that to do that. So look at it. We still have some of this left. That's awesome. I have more. My friend Robin sent me a bunch of that, so I do have more. I'm good with that. And then I'm just going to try and fold this under a little bit and see what it looks like if I get rid of those pointed edges. I kind of feel like that is definitely better because I'm not covering up so much of that. I really feel like that is overtaking that. So, you guys, here we go. We're just cutting off the very tip of those, like that. Try not to cut this flower here, and I'll see if this is enough. I'm hoping this will be enough. There we go. And there we still got the 4 pearls on each one. Or I could cut it up even farther and just keep the 3 pearls and cut this up so that none of this is covered. Part of me thinks that would look a little more finished. Oh, this is going to be so hard though. Oh my word, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm sorry, you guys. And I'm sorry to those of you who are screaming at me right now. You don't have to make a comment. It's okay. I know how mad some of you are going to be. And I won't throw these little pearls and lace pieces away, you guys. I will use them for something else. So don't think I'm going to throw these away, because that's not how I roll. I do save everything. So I will put these into a little jar where they can come out and play when I have another project that I need a little more laciness and or pearls or something to kind of finish it off. In fact, I have something in mind that I actually might be able to use those in. So my mind's always going, you guys, on where I can use something next. There we go. This one, I can cut this little piece off. I just think, you guys, I really do think this is better, though. My problem is these scissors, the tip of them does not cut real well. Okay, there we go. I just think that is much better. I'm happy. I'm happy with the choice that I made to do that, you guys. So, and if you were me and you were looking straight down at this, I think you would agree with me that that helped because of the love letters. We don't want to cover those up. We really don't. So I've got a few of these. Those are going in my little lid over here where I put all my little leftover stuff. Okay, so there's that. Now, what else do we need to do? I wanted to use this somewhere because I think it looks beautiful with this whole thing. And I tested it in a few spaces before when I was kind of working on doing this project, and I just think it's a beautiful little flower. I think it looks best over here, and we're not covering up, you know, maybe just the corner of the love, the L here, but that's okay. I think it looks beautiful with this whole design, so I think I'm going to use that, and maybe just kind of have this one popping out from the corner. I know we've got that underneath there. That's okay. Because it looks good having another flower popping out of there. In fact, I might like to use one more of the flowers on the other side. So here we've got another one, and we'll go lacy side out. We could use these little heart bits coming out that side. That actually looks kind of pretty. Like that. Yes! Yes, you guys. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we're going to pop these down first. I'm going to pop that there. Gonna pop that there. And Mama Flower. Oops, I ran out of glue. And I want to make sure I have plenty of glue on this one to hold it down. So make sure these show. There we go. There we go, you guys. Look at that beauty. Holy moly, is that pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Woo. Okay, so there we go, you guys. This would have been pretty on there too. I could have used both of those. Not covering up the love word. That's a very pretty flower too. That's another one of my handmade ones. I really, really, really like this one. It's very light and airy and fluffy, and I just love the way it turned out. But for this, I think that is fine. We're not going to go overboard on this. We are going to leave it. the way it is. The only thing I was thinking is I was trying to think of something that I could kind of come, you know, between these and just put something sort of in the middle, like right there. And the one thing I do have, and I've almost, look at Kim, I've almost used it up. Kim sent me this rhinestone trim, and oh my word, you guys, it's amazing. It's very large rhinestones. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. It's very large rhinestones. It said 6 millimeters, but I feel like they're bigger than 6. They feel like 10, but I could be way off. But they are gorgeous on everything I've put them on. I've mostly used them on some of my resin stuff, and I've got another resin piece that I'm going to be doing because Kim sent me some resin, you guys. I want to do another one of my my big butterflies, but I have some dried flowers coming that I want to use in the next one that I make. So I'm saving this project for when my dried flowers come. I ordered some on Temu. I just pray that they're pretty and they do justice to that mold, because that mold is amazing. I need to buy some new resin molds, and I want to get another thing of the little cross molds because I've lost mine. I don't know what I did with them. I had 2 molds, and I know I put them away somewhere, and I just absolutely for months now have not been able to find them, and it just makes me so sad because I keep not buying any because I keep saying I'm gonna find them, I'm gonna find them. I am not finding those molds anywhere. Anyway, I want to start doing some different resin projects, not just the hearts and the butterflies. I want to find some unique molds, and I have to have just clear molds. They can't be colored molds, so you have to be really choosy in what you buy because the colored molds just won't cure when you're using UV resin. I'm going to save that. You guys, I can't bring myself to use this trim because look, I'm truly almost out of it, and I do have those that I want to do, and I'm hoping I can get at least 2 butterflies out of what's left on this. So I'm not going to use it. I've used it on some of my hearts as well, and oh, they are so beautiful, you guys. Oh my gosh. Kim, wow. I know you got some too, and I know you know what I mean when I say wow. It is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. She got it on Amazon. In fact, I'll put a link for this down below in the description menu for you guys so that if you want to get it and try it, you should. Absolutely 100% you should try this rhinestone chain because it is gorgeous. So what else do I have? I have some other rhinestone chains. Let me grab one. I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I found, this is some smaller rhinestone chain, and this is actually better for this, I think, anyway. And it's got some of the good colors. It's got rhinestones and pearls, every other stone. And I think going along this edge and in between these beautiful scallops, I think that is going to add just a light touch of something that kind of finishes off the edges of this. And I did forget to ink the edges on this, which is something I normally would have done. But that's okay. It still looks beautiful. It's fine the way it is. I would have liked to have remembered to ink it. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my E6000 and I'm going to squeeze it right on my silicone pad there, you guys. This is what is beautiful about these silicone pads. You can do this and you can get it right off when you're done. By the time I'm done working with this, this will be dried enough that I can just roll it right off of there. It'll just roll right off. So I'm just going to take my toothpick roll it around in there and get a thin, thin, thin layer and go right up to there. And I should have cut my piece off first, but I didn't. Oh, I see one spot that I didn't get the glue in. 2 spots. Just watch and make sure you get enough, and then again at the same time not too much. So that, I think I'll cut right about there. Let me get my nippers. My big, big, big nippers, because my little nippers, again, they broke the exact same way the last pair, that was the same kind of nippers. They broke the same way. They just, the tip of them broke off. That's a little too long. And so they're not worth much as far as cutting things. I still kept them, of course. I keep everything because they are usable in some cases if I'm desperate. So I did keep them, but these are so big and monstrous, they're hard for me to hold on to and work with sometimes. But they're all right. They work. They're doing the trick. And oddly enough, these do not cut as well as the little ones did. As far as cutting everyday stuff, these don't go through the thick stuff as well as the little ones did. It's really kind of strange. Okay, so we've got that there. This time I'm going to measure it and cut it before I get started here. There. And we'll cut that one right there. So there's that one. This one, we need a full piece. So we will go, sorry you guys. There to that little pearl. And that little pearl just popped right out of there. Oh, that's okay. I didn't need to go quite that far anyway, so we'll just cut that end piece off. And so that's going to go at the top. And then I need a small piece to go here. And I'm going to tuck it up under the flower here. And we'll cut that right about there. So that's that side. Okay. Let's go here before this all gets dried out, because it's already, this E6000 is already starting to get gummy. Which is kind of good, because when I lay these rhinestone chains down on it, they're gonna stick right away. They're gonna be stuck in place, and so they're gonna hold on until that completely cures. Now with the E6000, you do want to give it about 24 hours before it's really going to be totally cured. So give it time before you do too much messing around with, you know, whatever it is you're working on. But you guys, you need to go get some of these from the Dollar Tree. And if you can find, if I can find, I'm going to try and go back to the Dollar Tree again and see if I can find the hearts. I want to say they had hearts. They had the squares, and I think they had rectangle shaped ones also, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a little bit since I bought this, so it was probably a few months ago that I got this. Whoops, stuck my finger in the glue there. So the thing we want to make sure we do is try and get it as straight as possible along the edge here. And I've got some glass glitter on this too, as I told you before, and so the glass glitter kind of is a little bit bumpy in spots. So it makes it a little harder in those spots to get it just right, but I'll get it. I'm just pushing it over to the edge and just trying to keep it straight so that it doesn't look all wonky. Okay, and that looks pretty good. That one last pearl there. Okay, that looks good. Now let's get this top one going. You want to try and watch out with the strings that you get from the E6000. It's just like hot glue. It creates strings just the same way as your hot glue does. And when you're using these little tiny rhinestones, try to get a thin line of your adhesive. Don't let it get too thick, because then you're going to have a lot of oozing and it's just not going to look real pretty. Although the E6000 does dry clear and everything, it's a clear adhesive, so that's good. But it still gives that shiny look, and so you want to make sure that you sorry you guys, that you don't put too much on. This is so pretty, you guys. I'm so super excited about this. And I hope somebody buys it as a gift for somebody for Christmas or something, because whoever gets this is going to love it. It is so beautiful. I want to add some little pearls in a couple of places, I think, on the image as well. I just saw a couple of loose pieces of tiny pearls laying on there, and it actually looked kind of pretty. So I might put a couple in a couple of spots. Not a lot, just a couple, maybe like in their hair or something. I think that would be pretty. I'm going to add some fresh E6000 for that side piece, because this is getting a little bit too dried out. And I'll just roll that off of there. Look at that. And we'll start working on this edge. There we go. And I'm going to start at the top. Whoops. Make sure you don't roll it over into and putting the rhinestones and pearls on the E6000, because you don't want to dull them up, because the glue will make them look dull. And gummy. So we don't want that. And what works really well for this, you guys, if you're trying to really get a straight line, you can use like a popsicle stick or something on the edge and just push them up against that popsicle stick. And maybe you want to do this part of the process before you get everything together. Maybe you want to get your picture all set up and ready to go before you put it on. That would have been a smart thing to do. I didn't realize I was going to do this, so, and that's 9 times out of 10, anybody that's a crafter knows, your mind goes in every direction during the process. You're never going to end up with what you initially, you're not usually going to end up with what you initially envisioned. It just, for me anyway, that just doesn't happen. It always changes. And that's okay. That's the beauty of being an artiste or a crafter or what have you, is that you can change your mind during the process and do whatever you want to do, because it's your art and nobody else's. And that's what I tell everybody. You know, any piece that you buy from me is going to be a one-of-a-kind. I have in the past and do still occasionally use someone else's videos to get ideas when I'm working on a project, because it's the best way to get new ideas and you know, come up with great things that you want to put together. And so, and we all do it. I mean, we all use other people's ideas. That's why I do tutorials. I want you guys to have, you know, I want to give you ideas for things that you can do that are inexpensive yet beautiful, and you know, that you can give away as gifts or things like that, that you know people are going to just love them, and they're going to love it even more because you made it, you guys. And I know a lot of people worry about that. They think, oh, people don't like handmade stuff. You know what? There's nothing I love more than getting a handmade gift. If I'm being completely honest, I don't love anything more than I love a handmade gift. I don't care if it's maybe not as crisp and clean and whatever as something you purchase. It's handmade. Somebody made that with love and hoped that you would love it as much as they did while they were making it. And they were thinking of you when they made that piece. So remember that when you get handmade, you guys. Even if it's something that somebody bought that was handmade, they bought that because they thought of you, and it's a handmade, unique item. It doesn't get any better than that. At least that's my opinion. It doesn't get any better than handmade. That looks really pretty coming out of there. I have a couple of pieces of bling here. My friend Kareth sent me some of the most beautiful pieces, and I felt so bad. This one here is one of my favorites, and I plan on using this in the shadow box that I'm making from the card and the poem that Kareth wrote me. And I almost let this go until I remembered what it was meant for. And it is the most beautiful piece. Look at that. And it was going to go to my other friend, Deanna, and then I realized I couldn't give it to her. So I did tell her, I said, it's okay, because I'm going to give you something equally as nice, and you're going to love it just as much, and it'll be okay. And she was okay with that. She was totally fine with that, and she understood, because I think she remembered probably that I had said I wanted to use that. I wanted to show you guys these two. I bought these little candles on Temu, and they're just little light up candles, and they've got like the wax running down the sides of them. They're sparkly on the inside. I've got to do something with these, and I hope you guys, if you would you give me some ideas on what you think I should do with those? I only have the two, but since I got them, I definitely want to buy more, but I want to be able to figure out what I can do with them. So, yeah, so help me out, you guys. This one would be gorgeous in here, but it's a little bit big. Look at how beautiful this is. I think this is what I'm going to give my friend Deanna. I know it is. Deanna would appreciate this, and it is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at that. It is absolutely gorgeous. So Deanna, this is the one that's coming to you, my friend, and I know, I don't have any doubt in my mind that you're going to love it just as much as the other piece. Now, I know the other one is kind of more Christmassy looking, and maybe that's what you were looking for, but hopefully this other one will be great, and you'll be able to use it in something else and love it just as much. I have my little shoe here that I altered too, but I don't think that goes with the angels. That needs to go with like a Victorian lady or something. And I have this too. I love this. I can't wait to do something with this picture frame, because I'm going to do something absolutely gorgeous with that. Kareth just sent me this box that she sent me, you guys, was filled with just amazing, amazing bling everywhere. I was just flabbergasted at how much beautiful stuff she sent me. I've got this. I'm trying to find something that I can put in there that's blingy, but these are all kind of too big. This one's a little smaller, and it's very pretty. But still, I don't want it to like go into their faces or anything. This one actually works really well in this corner. I just kind of wish it was not. I wish it was. That actually looks perfect. I should stop. I should stop at that. That actually does look very perfect. I love this flower so much. You guys, I've got to make some more of them. I have this fabric, and I think I'm gonna make a bunch of these because I've been wanting to use it in something, but again, it's one of those things that I've been saving and hoarding and waiting for just that perfect thing to come along. And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to use it. I can make more. I have more of the fabric. I can make more. This is just some fabric I got at Joann's, you guys. And it's just so beautiful. I could put that little piece of bling right there. Okay, we are going to, or should I just put that maybe up at the top there? I want to find, what I want is I want just some plain ish bling to put in a couple of spots. And I know, you know what, I have a little box here that has, I don't know if it's this one or my other one, that has a bunch of bling in it. I don't think it's this one. I mean, this one does have some, but this is not the bling that I'm wanting to use. Let's see, where's my other box? The other thing I could do, I've got my little jar here of butterflies. I'm going to dump these out on my chair and see if maybe just a little butterfly somewhere would be. Sorry about my head, you guys. I try not to let it get in there. I don't think I like the yellow in that. I have these two that I made. This one, where's the other one? I know I had it here. I saw it this morning. Maybe not. Oh no, I used the other one in the tin that I made for Deanna. Sorry, you guys. I'm just trying to see if I actually love that butterfly, and I think it's very pretty. That one's got too much purple. But I really kind of feel like I want something a little bit smaller. This one actually works nicely. It's a brown color in this butterfly, and it actually works. I really don't want to, as simple as those little cuts are in those corners, I just don't want to cover them up. I love them. But, I mean, we still have those corners. Gracious. And that just sticks those bows right down in the middle of their heads. I'm not going to do that. Okay, you guys, let's do this. Let's get, I'm going to get some of my pearls. Okay, you guys, we're going to take our toothpick here and my rhinestone picker here. Get these out of the way because we don't need them. And I'm just going to dot with some E6000. I'm not using resin right now. And you can see there's a couple of little pearls in their hair already, in their little headbands. So we're going to dot where those pearls are. And we're going to add some more. And I think that's kind of all I'm going to do for now. I mean, I have to do a little bit at a time. So let's get in here. I've got my pearls here. And we're going to just grab one at a time. Pop them right onto the little headband there. We've got little tiny pearls. We've got bigger pearls. There's little bubbles here, and there's silver ones. There's all kinds. I'm trying to just pick out the pearls. Just like that. But see, I can't see that E6000, so I can't really see where I've put it. And that's why I'm only doing small areas at a time, because I may have to, like here, I think I'm going to dot another little dot of E6000. In fact, I think from here on out, I'm just going to do this and then add a pearl, and we're going to go about this the slow way. But that looks amazing. So amazing. And over here I can see my E6000, so let's just grab a pretty bigger pearl. See, it's got all these little ones kind of stuck to it. Static electricity is all it is. Come on. And this rhinestone picker, I swear my homemade ones work so much better. Now we need a tiny one. And if these were on my silicone mat, they would pick up much easier. So we're just going to pop some right on there. Oh, that is so cute, you guys. Oh my gosh, I love it. I think I can see right here where I dropped some E6000. Yeah, see, they're picking up a lot easier on this silicone mat. Way better. I want a medium-sized one here. This one's more of a big one, but that's okay. There we go. And we need some more glue. We're going to go right there. Oh, you guys, I love this. I love how the pearls are looking. Okay, let's see how hard that E6000's already getting, and I just barely put it on my mat. Okay, let's go right here. Okay. And we got 1, 2, and I might add a couple of the little silver ones in here and there after I get the pearly ones in, because I think the silver will look kind of pretty too. And we're going to start a new squeeze of E6000. Oh, whoopsies. And we're going to go right here in the middle. These bubbles are super cute too, the little bubbles that are here. Sometimes though when you stick them down it feels like you can't really see them too good. So I don't use them as much as just the pearls. Because you can see how nicely those show up. Let's come in a little bit more for you guys. And let's get our last little girl over here, little angel. And we're going to put some there. We're going to put some there. And go right in here in the middle of all these pretty flowers. And get that little lump out of there. And I'm going to pick up some more pearls from my little jar lid here. Boy, because of all the winds that we've been having lately, there's so much static in our air. Oh Lord, it's crazy. I'm not a big friend of static electricity. Okay, whoops, I dropped that one. You. And there. My poor puppy, she's wanting me to stop working and go sit with her. She'd rather be curled up on my lap. My almost 100-pound dog now. She's almost 100 pounds, you guys. Yes, she is. She's the sweetest. She's a year old now. And she's just the sweetest, as sweet as she ever has been, even as a puppy. And oh, you guys, I have fallen so in love with this dog. Oh my goodness. She is incredible. Like no other dog I've ever had. I have to say, I've never had a dog. I've had affectionate dogs. Don't get me wrong, my little Chloe was very affectionate. She loved to lay on my lap all the time. But this one is like, she's on another level with her affection and her like loyalty and her love. She is just on another level, and oh my word, she is just the sweetest thing ever. Okay, now I'm going in for some of the silver balls. And I think I'm going to try and pop one in just kind of here and there. Let's see. Now some of this E6000 on these ones on the other side may be starting to dry up a little more than I want it to be, so I'll have to put another little dot here and there so I can get these to stick. There. And because you can see, look at this is the new one I just put out there, and it's already to that point of being too dry. I mean, these will still stick in it, don't get me wrong. It will still work right now. But this one is just, oh my goodness. She is just the sweetest thing ever. Okay, now I'm going in for some of the silver balls. And I think I'm going to try and pop one in just kind of here and there. Let's see. Now some of this E6000 on these ones on the other side may be starting to dry up a little more than I want it to be, so I'll have to put another little dot here and there so I can get these to stick. There. And because you can see, look at this is the new one I just put out there, and it's already to that point of being too dry. I mean, these will still stick in it, don't get me wrong. It will still work right now. but sometimes you'll end up having it come out in too big of clumps. I think I put that there. And let's squeeze another little bit out. Okay. It's just much easier to work with when it's nice and wet. Hello, Holly. Hello, Holly. You need to stay out, Pumpkin. You need to stay out. Don't come in here just because I'm being sweet to you. You know the rules. Yes, you do. No, no, no. Out you go. Okay, so I started doing some of these, you guys. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself here. I added a little bit of E6000 here to the little sleeves. I'm just adding a few little pearls on this little girl's sleeves. Trying to find some more pearls, and all I keep getting out of here is bubbles and silver balls. I know there's a bunch of pearls still in here, but they're not coming out. Okay, that should be enough. That's not... Just a few little pearls on her little sleeve there. My word, this stuff just keeps drying up and drying up and drying up. Okay. Just a little bit more. I think here in these little spots in between, I think I'm just going to use maybe some of the little silver balls. Just to kind of try and make it match up to the other areas. And she's got some little pearls right here on her sleeve. So we'll put a little bit of that there. Okay. Well, there goes Holly. She's eating some kibbles. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's okay. I'm glad she's getting herself a little snack and keeping herself entertained for a minute. This little dog just eats so much food, you guys. Oh my word, she is like that kid you had that eats you out of house and home. We all have one of those, usually a boy that is athletic or whatever and just likes to eat a lot of food. Well, yeah. This little girl is eating me out of house and home. But that's okay. I knew that was going to be the case because I knew I was getting a very large dog. So that's all right by me. Now we're just going with some of the bubbles in between here. And I think this just kind of dresses up her sleeve so that it's just got a little bit more detail to look at. Very pretty. Okay, this spot here I'm not thrilled with, but I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take one of these little flowers and sort of put it in the middle there. And I think that's going to dress it up a bit. Are you kidding? You guys, I swear we're going to get rid of all this so that I know there's nothing good in any of that. And then let's put another dollop down. And since these flowers kind of match these flowers, I think this will look really nice. I'm going to put a little dollop of E6000 right here in the middle of the little pearls and stuff. Just press that flower down right in the middle there. And now it's surrounded by the little pearls and silver pieces, and I think that looks cute. Alright, so there's that. I'm done with the hair. Not going to put any more in there. And let's see, we need to glue this down. So let's get a nice big dollop of glue on that, and we're just going to press it in underneath our gorgeous flower and press it down. I don't want it to pop out too far. Okay, there we go. And these I should just put back. Let's see, where's my bag? Here it is. Nope, that's not the right one. Where did I put the bag that I had those? There we go. All of these little tiny things, that's what it is. I've figured out that I have so many little tiny bits and pieces that I use that's why I have such a hard time finding things, is because there's so many little things. And they're all in and amongst themselves, and I need to get some clear tubs and things where I can start putting everything and marking them and knowing exactly what's in what tub, and I can go straight to it and go to work. Okay, I've got that piece too. I do want to add a little bit more bling to this. I'm just not sure exactly where it needs to go yet. And I did pull this out. This is pretty. And it's a chain. I believe I got this from Robin as well. I'm not positive though, you guys. Let me cut one more section of this. See what I mean? These things just, like, I'm just cutting this little chain and it just, I mean, I really have to use a ton of force to get it to cut. Okay. So let's see. I think I want to go kind of like that. I just wanted to put a little something blingy up at the top here to kind of send your eye up there a little bit too. So we're just gonna put our glue in there. And put that one there. And that one there. And that looks beautiful. These I don't need. And what else was I gonna, oh, I took this out as well. And I thought maybe what I could do is cut a little piece of this off. Right here at the top. I love, love, love this trim, Robin. I don't know where you got it. I can't remember if this was one of the Temu things or what. Oh my goodness. I love this trim. So I'm going to need to find out and get some more of it because it really, really, it's very small and you get a small amount. So I'm certain it's not, you know, just super inexpensive trim. So it's not one that I want to waste and use all over the place. So I've been using it in bits and pieces. But I had only 2 strips, you know, 2 small strips of it. And I've used up almost all of it now. So it didn't take long for me to go through what I did go through. But I was thinking this might be pretty coming off of this flower. And I'm sorry, you guys, if I didn't come back, if I did a couple of things while I was off camera, I'm sorry. It wasn't much of anything that you guys really missed a lot, so it should be fine. I do that sometimes. I get it shut off and then I don't realize I didn't turn it back on when I start working again, so I just do that sort of thing sometimes. And I know I'm not the only one. A lot of the girls do that. It happens. I just tell myself it's not the end of the world, Carol. It's okay. And move on. Because, you know, in the very beginning, oh my gosh, you guys, I would get so afraid that I had missed something or I had cut something out or whatever. I would feel so terrible that it happened. And then I just realized that it's just not that big a deal. And anybody who wants to make a big deal about it it's petty. It's just a petty thing. So I just don't worry about it so much anymore. It happens. You know, we forget things or we do things out of order and something goes wrong, whatever. You know what? It's all right. It's never the end of the world. Okay, so if I put that, I don't want to cover up her little face and hair there, so I want to make sure that wherever that goes, it's not affecting our little angel there. And that might be. So I might actually just kind of have it come off from the other side, but this one I definitely want to come off from the bottom here and sort of go across a little bit. So we're going to definitely put this one right here. Trying not to put too much glue on there. And that looks beautiful, doesn't it? I just love this trim. It's so beautiful. It's so dainty and just beautiful. I could come just like from over here, or I could even have it come out like this, sort of an extension from that one, and that looks kind of pretty too. But I really kind of like it. Right there. And I feel like I want to cut off one leaf. We'll use this one. And have that kind of coming up here. So let's just put some glue on this. We're almost done, you guys. Yay. Okay, so we've got that coming off there, and I've got the one more leaf here. Do I want it to go there or come over here? I don't know. I think I kind of like it going that way. Actually, it's going right there. It just fills in that one little spot right there. There we go. Covered up her hand a bit, but that's okay. All right. Now, do we want the butterfly or do we not want the butterfly? This piece, I think I'm going to put not there. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I do still have that. That could go. Ooh, that looks actually really, really pretty right there. This is one of my porcelain flowers that I got in Happy Mail from Robin, and you can purchase these on a Etsy site, and I will, the name of the Etsy shop is Big Mama Mosaics, and I will put a link up to that site. I want to say, I don't quote me, but I do want to say that Robin, my friend, had told me that Big Mama Mosaics is about to sell all of her stuff and go out of business, but I'm not positive. So don't quote me on that one, you guys. I'm going to find out. I'm going to double check on that. But she sells these porcelain flowers, and they're just beautiful. There are other places you can get them because I've purchased them before, but they're not that easy to find. So I'm just going to say that right off the bat. They're not super easy to find, and you can't just get them any old where. So that's the thing. She's got some beautiful ones that she makes that are just gorgeous, you guys. She does beautiful work. I'm sure she uses some molds and things for some of them. But oh my gosh, she just does such nice work on them. And they're so well made and just detailed. I guess that's what I'm looking for. Her detail, the level of detail in her stuff is just awesome. And that's what I look for when I'm looking for embellishments and things that I want to buy. I look for detail. And you guys always hear me say that a lot of the stuff that I get from Robin, she's always getting me things that are very detailed, and that's what I enjoy so much about them, is all of the detail work in them, because you can see, hey, that's a teeny tiny rose, and you know it's a rose. You don't have to guess what kind of flower it is, because the detail shows exactly what kind of flower it is. So things like that. I love when people pay attention to the details. That's like a big deal to me. I try to pay attention to the details in the work that I do. You know, sometimes you can't get perfect with everything, but you can sure try, and you can get close. And as long as people can see what it is I'm attempting to do, or what it is I want something to look like a rose or an angel, or whatever the case may be, I want them to know what it is I'm making. I don't want them to have to guess, oh, is that a butterfly or is that a bumblebee, you know. I want them to know, hey, that one's a beautiful butterfly, you know. And I mean, sometimes with some of my bumblebees, I do pretty them up to look a lot like a butterfly, but that's done on purpose. I do that on purpose. I want to give them a different look. So I'm looking to make something unique instead of, you know, just the usual stuff. So that's why I do that. So yeah. Okay, so this one, got one last piece here that I want to get in. I love this string. This is some that my friend Kim got me, and she got me all different kinds. She got me the pearl, she got me the silver, and then this rose colored pearls. I mean, so many different ones, and I love them. And so lately I have sort of been a little conservative, because all of them are kind of getting down a little lower now, and so I conserve my stock, just so that I'm sure that I have it. If there's some project that comes up that I absolutely know I want to use that pearl chain on, I've got some. I know I've got some. And when I do run out, I will actually get more. You know, I'll make sure that I get more of it so that I have it. But when money is tight, you try not to run out too fast. So, like I did with her rhinestone chain. I went through that so fast. But I was making things that I love. And I have a lot of projects that I'm working on right now. So I'm going to be using up a lot of my stuff right now. And that's okay with me, because that means I'm working and I'm getting stuff done. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just checking to make sure I don't want to put anything else somewhere in here that it needs to be. Nope. 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 Okay. I'm not going to use that. I just am debating, do I want to do the butterfly or don't I? And I'm starting to lean more towards, I like it right there. I really do. I think it looks really pretty up in that corner. And I did look at, or I wanted to look at, some of my teeny tiny butterflies, because these, they don't require so much real estate on the piece. So I was thinking maybe I could even use a couple of these in a couple of spots. I don't know how many I have done. And I mean, I think this color is the only color that really you know, because that really goes with the colors that are in this piece. So I'm just trying to see where I could put some where they would be pretty, but not too much, not over the top. I don't want to go over the top, and I tend to do that. I tend to start getting way too much stuff going into something, and then I end up, that last piece takes it over the top, and somebody will inevitably say, Carol, you went too far. You did one too many of those, or what have you, and then I feel yucky because I feel like I didn't listen to myself. Oh, the mail lady's here. So maybe if I do this and I do a couple at the top, like right there. And maybe one here and one there. No, that's too much. I love this one. This one is very pretty. I love that. Maybe if I just use two off to this side because it offsets the flower. Because that's, I think that's what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to get equal on both sides, get something on each side that kind of equally, that one's, that kind of equally sets it off, you know. That's what I'm sort of trying to do here. And I do like that. I think that looks very pretty. So I think, honestly, I think I'm happy with that. Definitely. I love it. Okay, you guys, we're gonna go with it. I just hope, my only fear is, I feel like, I know you guys, and I know you're gonna say, that's too pink, I bet. Too bright pink. But I think, honestly, it kind of does offset it a little bit, and a little bit of bright pink is okay by me. So, we're gonna go for it, you guys. We're gonna let that bright pink shine. I can get this on there. There we go. Okay, so bright pink, do your shining. Make them happy and make me happy. Make me proud. Okay, so this one, there we go. Just like that. There we go, you guys. I think it looks gorgeous. I'm happy with it. I am very, very happy with that. Of course, now I'm probably going to come across another. Like I had, like these. This one would have been pretty in there. That would have worked. And then I had, oh, I did have a couple of these. Those are a little less bright. No, you know what? I really like the pink ones. I think I'm really actually quite happy with the pink ones. So I'm not going to go back on that one. I think I made the right choice. I'm just putting the rest of these in their little jar here. Put that aside. That out of the way. That goes in the trash. Oh, that goes with the butterflies, but we'll put it in there in a minute. And that can go there. And you guys, I think we have, oh, the only thing I didn't do is I didn't make a bow. And I'm thinking this, since I didn't get to use it anywhere, I'm going to make a bow out of some of this because I really do love this lace. So let's do that. We're gonna go like that. It's hard because I have to keep it with the pearls on the outside, and it's always harder when you have a one-sided ribbon that you can use. I think I'm gonna only do 2 loops like that. So I'm gonna cut this right about there. And then of course my thumb won't come out of there because my knuckle is huge. And I'm going to take a little piece of maybe this lace. Hopefully I can get this to tie behind, and I'm going to tie it around into a knot. Look at that. I can't believe how quickly I was able to do that. That's crazy. And that actually matches nicely with the pearls, so because it's like an off-white. So let me get a full knot in there. There we go. And cut that side. This side needs to be cut a little bit more. Try not to get my knuckle in there. Let's see. This one. And I got my knuckle in there. Okay. And then these little strings on the back can get cut as well. We don't really need those. All right, trash. Okay, so there's a beautiful bow. It just wants to twirl. It's been in that twisted position so long it wants to twirl. So there's our bow. This side's a little bit longer. I think I'm going to cut a little bit more off of that one. There we go. Now I want to decide, where do I want this to go? Do I want it on this side? Do I want it down here? Looks pretty in the corner there, doesn't it? That looks pretty. But I kind of feel like we need a bow at the top. And that's usually where I end up going with my bows. So I think that's probably what we're going to do, is we're going to put that up there. And we need something in the center. I've got that too. I could add that. I could have just put that on there, but I don't like that. So what I want to do is I want to see if I can find, what did I do with them though? I need to find my porcelain roses. I'll be right back. Okay, I decided to go with, actually I think I'm just going to use this little flower that had come out of probably the center of one of these at one point in time. And I'm going to put that in the center of the bow. So that's going to be the centerpiece of that. Oops, that was hot. And we're going to put the bow up in this corner here. I'm wondering though, you know what? I think this bow needs a bigger centerpiece now that I'm thinking about it. Sorry, you guys. I wasn't thinking again. Okay, we're going to add this one to the center of the flower. I feel like it needs something that is a little bit bigger because it's going to go right up in here, and I want it to, I want the outer edges to be sort of covered. So that's where that's going to go. And then we'll take this ribbon and we're going to just sort of glue it down like that. Give it a spot to rest in, and that way it will stay in the forward turned direction so that you can see those beautiful pearls. We've got to keep pressing this down because it's not quite dry yet. Okay, and then we're going to do kind of the same thing on this one. We're going to, I think we'll glue that one down right about there. Oh, I keep burning myself. There we go. Okay. Ugh. Sorry about that. Okay, so the last thing that I have that I want to put on here is this dangle of pearls. And I just took this. I had this necklace that I've been pulling pieces off of for quite some time now. And I'm going to hang this right down here at the bottom section. I was debating on whether it should go on this side or the other side, but I think it should come out from the flower. So that's where we're going to hook this on to the lace that's under the flower, if we can just get a hold of it. And of course I let go of it. All right, this is not going to be easy for me, you guys, so give me just a minute. We'll get this on there and we will be done. Okay, got it. Now I just have to close it up using my handy dandy pliers, and here I'm using my little round pliers on one side just because it's what I could find to grab. Hopefully I can get it to hold on and close this jump ring. The biggest part is I cannot see. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to put this more underneath my light here. I just need to be able to see that other side to grab hold of it. There we go. Okay, got it. And that looks very pretty hanging from that. So you guys, this is it. This is our finished wall hanging, and I really, really hope somebody picks this one up and gives it to somebody as a gift, because, oh my word, if I got this as a gift, you guys, I would be so excited. I would love to hang this in my own house. That's how much I love it, but I can't keep everything that I make. If I could, I would. I do have to make a living as well, so that's just not going to happen. So, but I do want the pieces that I do make and sell to go out and go to wonderful people who will really enjoy having them and hanging them, or whatever it is that I make. I hope they enjoy it. But look at that, you guys. That is phenomenal. And again, made from some Dollar Tree stuff. Some images I had, just a little bit of lace, handmade flowers, and the porcelain flowers from Big Mama. And I think that it just really turned out exactly as nice as I hoped it would. So that's it, you guys. I will put pictures on the back end, so make sure that if you would please, I would love it if you guys would give this video a thumbs up and all of that. So don't forget about that. But the pictures will be on the back end, and I thank you so much for watching, y'all. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. It means the world to me. Thank you for your comments and your amazing, just your generosity. You guys are always saying such nice things about my projects and so forth, and I do appreciate it so much, you guys. And all of those comments, you'd be amazed at how much they help me to grow my channel and to get new subscribers, because if you don't say something nice about what it is you're looking at, then YouTube's not going to recognize it, and they're not going to help me to grow my channel either. So I need your help. YouTube needs your help to help me to help them. So if that makes any sense, thanks so much, you guys. Again, God bless each and every one of you. Love your families. Hug them, squeeze them, tell them you love them all the time. And, you know, be blessed, everybody. I hope you're all blessed with a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. It's coming up strong and fast, so get ready, you guys. I hope you're all starting to think about your Christmas shopping and getting all that stuff, or Hanukkah, or whatever it is that you celebrate. I hope you guys are all getting ready to celebrate those wonderful, wonderful traditions that you have. So God bless you guys. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.